How to not get scammed on Vinted. Have you got scammed on Vinted? I think a lot of people who are watching this got scammed on Vinted or came across one. Today I will share with you some of my tips on how to shop safely on Vinted. It's easy. If you don't want to get scammed, be the one who scams people. This way you'll learn their ways and will be able to defend yourself. No, that was supposed to be a joke. Scamming people is not fine. Now let's get into the real tips. So first, only shop through the button. Whether you're selling your items or buying them, I recommend to only do that through the button on Vinted. It has many benefits and is the safest way. One of the benefits of shopping this way is that when someone will scam you, Vinted support will be able to help you more. Because if you're gonna send the thing different way or have a personal meetup, Vinted won't be able to do almost anything. I would be really careful with the personal meetups because you never know who you're gonna meet. It just may not be safe. Always meet in some mall or McDonald's, but never meet at night, never meet in areas where are not many people around. Someone could rob you. I personally sent some orders through different ways, and the people always paid first. And I'm glad the people trusted me, but I would never buy anything like that. If you have any crazy Vinted stories, write them into comment and I will do a video where I will read some of the stories. I'm really glad for every comment under my videos. Another tip, don't trust everyone on Vinted. Let's say the facts. People lie about a lot of things, just so their products would get sold. If you're suspicious about a certain thing that you just bought or want to buy, ask the seller everything you need. Because even if you get scammed, then you will have a proof in the chat that the seller lied to you. You can show the chat to the Vinted support. Sometimes you can misunderstand a description of the product, so you can't make a mistake by asking the seller if you understand it right. For example, if you're looking at some clothing and the seller didn't make photos of a certain part of the clothing, the part can have some defects. So the best thing you can do is to ask the seller to provide more photos. Yes, some people don't include photos of the damaged part, so be careful because it's really common. Check reviews. I'm sure that you heard this tip many times before, but this tip is really easy and yet so effective. Whenever you want to buy something on Vinted, first check the reviews of the seller. If his services are really bad, people probably wrote bad reviews about the things that they have problem with. This saved me many times before and I'm sure it will save you too. Like and subscribe. Fake payment gateways. This is a very common and very dangerous one because it can have really bad consequences. Sorry about my grammar. I'm not proud of it, but once I got scammed like that. I was selling some Lego minifigures on some online marketplace. It wasn't on Vinted. The marketplace is not used that much these days, but I wanted to try it. After a few minutes, a girl wanted to buy the item, so I was like, yeah, damn, let's go. She sent me a link where I was supposed to withdraw my money, and a guy from a delivery service in my country would come to my home and take the package, which looked really nice. So I filled my password and my username to my bank account, which was extremely dumb, but it just looked so real and I was so dumb. I just wanted the money probably. Please don't make fun of me for that because till that time no one like that contacted me before and I never even sold anything on that platform, so everything was just so new for me. I remember that when I typed these information to there, it was still showing me that the username or the password were invalid no matter what I did. So I contacted my bank and called them and they told me you were scammed, this is a scam, and I was like, damn, that's really bad. So I had to block my card and after a few days it was unblocked and everything was fine, but other people don't have to be so lucky. So that's why I'm showing this here. It was fine to experience this because now I am more aware of these things. In the end, it had a positive impact on me. Never fill your bank login to anywhere but your bank application. And funny thing is that this never happened to me on Vinted. This only happened on the one marketplace and on Facebook marketplace. And on the Facebook marketplace, the amount of people who were trying to scam me was hilarious. Like, once I listed something for about $50 and about like 6 people texted me and sent me this link. Like, man, what is so wrong? And when this doesn't happen, and like my opinion on this is that you can get blocked on Vinted easily by doing like anything suspicious, and the Vinted just blocks you. And on like Facebook, you're hardly blocked. I don't think like that the Facebook support is that good like on the Vinted, and Vinted is just more careful about these things. So that's like my opinion. I said this in one of my other videos, but I'm gonna say this again. Vinted is probably the safest platform for selling. Don't buy items that are fake a lot. For example, AirPods. There are so many of them on Vinted that are fake that it's so hard to find someone who sells original ones. The same comes with some branded clothing and other stuff. There are ways to detect such products. What I would do is that I would search the item on the internet, check the price, and if the price on Vinted for a new item, of course, is many times less than on the internet, it's probably fake, because why would you sell a new unused item for such a low price? Because when someone sells something that is new, unused, they sell it slightly under the price that they bought it for, slightly under retail. You can see that on the AirPods on Vinted, they usually sell it for like $50, the AirPods Pro 2nd generation, which is really weird. Trust your instinct. If something just feels off about the seller or the buyer, don't risk it. Let's say you got scammed, so what you should do. Speaking as someone who dealt with some scams on Vinted and have a lot of experience dealing with these types of problems, and like overall dealing with customers that are a little problematic, almost some really toxic, I have some experience. So first step I would recommend you to do is to contact the seller and nicely tell them what problem occurred, and that, for example, your order doesn't match what you wanted. Sometimes it's not intentional and the seller can respond very nicely. You can together come up with some compensation and ideas. Try to be nice and understanding, because we're just still humans, we make mistakes. Sometimes we can pack the package wrong. You can ask some money back. Once I sold a Lego mix to someone on Vinted, and the buyer contacted me that the Lego weighs less than what I told him. So I sent him some money back, but to this day I think that he was actually lying, and this was just like he was trying to scam me, because he was like threatening me that if I was not gonna send him the money back, he would return the package. And at that time it was a lot of money for me, and I wanted to keep the money and sell the Lego, because no one wanted to buy the Lego. He wanted like $10, so I sent him that money. Everything was fine, and even the review wasn't bad. He like gave me 4 stars out of 5, which is not what I was expecting. I was expecting way less, because obviously that's what happens to me sometimes. Maybe I send him less, but I don't think that's true. If like contacting the seller didn't go well or it didn't work, the seller may block you. There are just so many things that can happen, so this is a really good thing to do. Now, I have seen many videos on the internet where people were talking negative things about Vinted support. And I think Vinted support is not perfect, but it is still one of the best supports I have ever seen in my entire life. I can't really tell you much about what results it can have if you're gonna contact them and what all they can help you with, because obviously I don't know, I don't have all that much experience, but they will do what they can. Well, you can also warn other people like on the internet, through social media, like on TikTok, Instagram, or whatever, about the seller who's scamming you. And if you mess up something, like throw your pride away like that and simply just apologize to the people, try to be understanding and be nice, because when you mess up something, it can be unintentionally. I know this just happens to me sometimes too, but I'm trying to be really careful. Just let the other people know that this wasn't intentional, and send some money back. You know, sometimes this is just what's happening, it's part of the business. So that's it, and that's all for this video.